Not every smile hides kindness. Sometimes it hides quiet hate. Psychologists say most hatred hides behind polite behavior. Secret haters don't always shout, they study copy and compete. You can feel it, the tension between their words and energy. Your gut knows something's off before your mind does. Let's decode the 7 psychological patterns behind hidden hate. They appear supportive, but their eyes compare everything. Envy makes them silently measure your success against theirs. Psychology calls this upward comparison, the root of hidden resentment. They celebrate your wins, but only when they feel safe from them. If your progress threatens them, their smile turns brittle. Ask yourself who praises you but avoids your achievements. Their compliments are camouflage. Their silence is truth. Envy hurts because it mirrors what they lack. So they secretly hope for your mistakes. It restores their balance. They never attack directly. They cut softly with delay or sarcasm. Passive aggression is hostility disguised as humor or help. It lets them hurt you without guilt. They may forget promises, accidentally, ruin plans, or misunderstand on purpose. Each mistake feels random, but the pattern repeats. Psychologically, this gives them a sense of control. They feel powerful while pretending innocence. Ask yourself, are they clumsy or consistent? If the damage always points toward you, it's not coincidence. They help you just enough to seem kind, but not enough for you to grow. Secret haters fear your independence more than your success. Their advice sounds helpful but slows you down. They frame control as concern. Psychologists call this covert dominance. Ask yourself, do they feel uneasy when you don't need them? Their help is designed to keep you beneath them emotionally. If your growth threatens their role, they quietly pull away. Every story you share turns into their story, just bigger. Competition hides inside their compliments. It's not admiration, it's quiet rivalry. Secret haters use comparison as conversation. Ask yourself, do you feel drained after sharing good news with them? If yes, it's because your light triggers their shadow. Competition is just insecurity in disguise. People who like themselves don't need to outshine others. They punish with silence instead of words. This quiet coldness creates confusion and guilt. Psychologists call it emotional deprivation. It keeps you chasing for approval that never comes. Ask yourself, why do I keep trying to please someone who never warms up? Their silence is control disguised as self-respect. They aren't calm, they're punishing. Once you stop chasing, their power dissolves instantly. They accuse you of the things they secretly do. Projection is a defense mechanism. It protects their fragile ego. If they call you selfish, look for their hidden self-interest. They reflect inner chaos onto your calm. It's easier for them to blame than to heal. Ask yourself, what they accuse me of, does it sound like them? That's not coincidence. It's projection confirmed. When direct hate fails, they use emotional control. They use guilt to keep you quiet and gratitude to keep you small. Manipulation becomes their language of power. Psychologists call it coercive kindness. Help that hides a trap. Ask yourself, why do I feel guilt after they help me? That's not help, it's emotional debt. When hate hides this deep, it stops looking like hate at all. But your body always knows the truth before your brain does. Learn to trust that signal. It never lies. Hidden hatred is rarely loud. It hides in small daily reactions. Watch how their eyes react when you speak about something good. They look at your joy like it's evidence of their loss. Their body stiffens, but their mouth still says, I'm happy for you. Hatred often starts as envy that never got talked about. That bottled emotion becomes sarcasm, gossip, or distance. You'll notice they remember your failures longer than your wins. They replay your weaknesses like proof you don't deserve success. Sometimes they even pretend to help you just to stay close to your progress. Their kindness is calculated. It keeps them inside your circle. Ask yourself, does their support feel heavy instead of helpful? Secret haters don't want you to fall. They want you to stay almost below them. They want you shining but not brighter. That's how they protect their fragile self-esteem. The psychology behind it. Insecurity looking for relief. They can't handle equality. It feels like losing control. Notice how they act when attention shifts away from them. Their tone changes, jokes turn sharp, eyes lose warmth. Hatred always shows through energy, not words. Even their silence carries emotional temperature. Ask yourself, do I feel smaller after being around them? If yes, that's not friendship, it's emotional domination. They use guilt, attention, or silence to keep you unsure. Confusion is their weapon. It stops you from trusting your instincts. But confusion fades when you choose clarity over comfort. Clarity lets you see hate as sadness, not threat. Most secret haters are just wounded people who forgot how to love. You can notice their pain without becoming their target. Understanding them doesn't mean accepting mistreatment. Boundaries aren't walls. They're lessons for others on how to treat you. Protect your peace even if it means losing approval. Because peace is more valuable than attention. Once you stop chasing love from the wrong people, life gets lighter. And here's the truth, people who secretly hate you already punish themselves daily. You just remind them of what healing could look like. So don't dim your light to make their darkness comfortable. Shine kindly, but keep your distance wisely. Once you recognize hidden hate, you stop reacting, you start observing. Awareness turns confusion into clarity. You realize their behavior says nothing about you, and everything about them. Hatred is just emotional noise. Don't tune your heart to that frequency. Silence becomes your strongest language. You don't need to fight people who misunderstand you. Your calmness is not weakness, it's emotional intelligence. Don't chase closure. Clarity is closure. When you stop explaining yourself, peace begins to grow. Peace is not pretending everything's fine, it's choosing what deserves your attention. Set boundaries that protect your energy, not your ego. Remember, boundaries teach others how to treat you, and forgiveness isn't approval, it's freedom. Forgive silently so your mind can move without weight. Don't absorb their darkness, reflect your light. Your growth will trigger insecure people, but heal the right ones. Some will compete, others will copy, but a few will be inspired. Focus on the ones who grow with you, not against you. Every time you choose calm over chaos, you win unseen battles. Because true strength isn't loud, it's steady. Remember this: people can only hate what reminds them of what they lack. So don't take their hate personally. Take it as proof of your light. Your peace is your message. Your growth is your reply. Stay kind, stay focused, stay free.